Indeed, yes, indeed.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, Krayzie Bone in the building.
What's
And if
good?
you don't know who he is, like shame on you. It's so much to talk about. Leaves of Legend.
Yes,
You dropped that 420. Can you tell us? Because it's a whole vibe. Like we sitting here having a whole vibe.
yes.
So can you tell us who produced it and what made you want to go with this album?
Man, it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Anybody that knows Bone Thugs and Harmony, we very we definitely connoisseurs and proactive with the Mary Jane. You didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hydro.
you already know.
Yes.
We always done those kind of songs on our album, and I wanted to do this with Bone. I always wanted to do a whole album with nothing but weed songs on it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, might as well do it. And since I got my new strain now, I was like, the perfect time is now, to create a soundtrack, actual brand that I.
Yeah, so what's the strand? Is it Hydro or you have to formulate something different?
No, no, it's sativa. It's sativa. You know what I'm saying? It's called First of the Month. I just released one called
And
I just released one called First of the Month. I got another strain called Family Tree. They both fire. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. I want to move trying to push that right now.
yes, and it does make sense, especially coming to the time. So how does that work? Like, you pick out the farm, hand pick the farm, hand pick the distro. Like you go on a weed tasting spree, like how people would do wine. How do you come about formulating that special strand to really represent you?
Yeah, well, it's many different ways to do it. You could do it like that. You could go around and try different strains. Pick out the most potent, or you could actually start from the bottom and start with your own seeds. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to do right now, get into our own seeds. So we actually own the strand. The strand comes from us, it's originated from us and all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what we're trying to do right now.
Yes. So are you your brand or you going to be the only one solely selling it or it's going to be in dispensaries across America? Because New York, we just, got
Yes.
legalized. So I know dispensaries are going to be coming out the woodworks, even though there's some that exist, but because of the laws, it was downplayed. So I'm pretty sure it's going to come out. So is that where we're going with this?
Yes, indeed. We actually, ground zero for us is California. We started here first, but we definitely trying to hit every state that's legal. In New York, I just saw that with New York. So I have a trip planned to come to New York like May 17th to come down there and, inquire about what's going on in New York as well as Jersey as well. So, oh yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it definitely
Yes.
for sure.
And Live at Radio will be there trying to record and document every moment of that. And I
Yeah.
can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait. So, you got this strand and you surrounded this album behind it. And you did bring up Bone Thugs and Harmony. So how are you guys? Because I saw they were in the last Blunt video shoot, and that video was so cute because it was like the '70s show when y'all
Yeah.
was having y'all cipher, and it was good to see all of you guys, together and everything like that. So, what's going on with all of y'all collectively? Are we gonna have a Bone Thugs and Harmony album soon?
I mean, there's several different things we're working on as far as Bone. We're working on our story, our bio. You know what I'm saying, pick or whatnot. Working on that, telling our story, and you know what I'm saying. Who knows? As far as the album, there is nothing in the making right now. But we've been talking a lot about moving forward in the future as to what we're going to do and what the next steps are. So with this whole quarantine thing, it gave us a long time to sit back and just reassess everything and just replan and replot for real.
Yes. And quick question, rewinding back down memory lane, your first album, Faces of Death, and then me watching like documentaries and really seeing, because, I was around when you guys first came out, you were saying how you were always doing doo-wops, like how the 50s and 60s were back in the day, right?
Mhm.
But Faces of Death didn't really reflect that.
Yeah.
until after East 1999 when you signed with Easy E. Was that a conscious decision, or did you feel like what made you want to change your style? Like, what was that about? Why didn't Faces of Death have that harmony from the gate? Why you didn't come out like that?
Because at that stage of our career, I believe we was like those diamonds in the rough, and we was very rough. You know what I'm saying? Diamonds in the
Yeah, you know what that album reminds me of? Like the Hood is crisscross,
yeah,
new leaders of the new school type vibe. That's what it was giving me.
yeah. And we hadn't even found ourselves yet. You know what I'm saying? We were just basically emulating what we heard, what we see, what we was raised on. And all those, just like you said, like all those styles and all those rappers from the East Coast to the West Coast. It was like it was kind of like it was bubbling inside of us. You know what I'm saying? And we hadn't discovered it yet until we started just doing it more and becoming more dedicated and spending more time together. And that's when the style over time started to formulate. By just us being together all the time and just being in the, like just being doing ciphers and knowing each other like we did. You know what I'm saying? Just being close knit. That's what helped formulate our style.
Yeah, was there any type of other influence? Because I know you was having like a local label. Did they influence that out of you guys, or did Easy really, promote it for you to come with that with the forefront?
No, it was really us over time. Because nobody never really helped us develop our style. Our style basically came from the harmonizing came from when we would when we were rhyming our ciphers, we would know each other's rhymes so well that like the other four would ad lib, and as we would ad lib, it would sound like we were harmonizing. You know what I'm saying? And like we just started going with it more and more, and it sounded like we were singing and harmonizing. So we just like went all the way into that. You know what I'm saying? And that became our style even before we met Easy.
Yes. And that still resonates today. Like that sound changed the course of hip hop. It brought a dope element to it. And to the point when if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have the Drakes or a lot of people who's harmonizing on their music right now. So, after from your debut album, how when you look back at it and see how, the new artists of today are carrying that within their own music as well, how do you feel about that looking at it now?
Man, it's a wonderful thing to see that we brought something to the music industry, the hip hop industry, not just hip hop, but the whole music.
Contributed.
Yeah, the whole music, and whether it's R&B and pop, we changed the course of how music sounded, how it was made, the pace of it, and it was man, it's good to be recognized as that. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people think we don't get the recognition we don't get the recognition for it, but I think like people know where it comes from when the research is done and the history is researched. It's gonna say Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like for real, I ain't tripping on that.
You said people, do you feel like they're not recognizing you, or is like a ego, we better type thing?
No,
Why you feel like y'all don't get the recognition y'all deserve?
I mean, like a lot of people say that, but I honestly, like, I really don't care if we do or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what we brought to the
But you
table.
do to me, like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. Like, I feel honored talking with you right now. Like,
That's all
it's
love.
like a dream come true almost. You know what I'm saying? Growing up listening to your music, Ouija board, the song, and
That's
just the
right.
element that you bring. And it was like at an age where I was coming of age. So it's like the soundtrack to my life. So and then this new album, Leaves of Legend, it has a whole vibe. Like it takes me back of to the Art of War type thing. It gives me that whole feeling, and I don't know. It's like you. I don't think you ever left because you had a few albums back. You
Yeah,
know.
definitely.
So I don't think. I think maybe we shouldn't have more of our own accolades so we could give our own flowers to each other instead of depending on, you know, the industry because
Yeah,
hip hop is not really industry, it's in these streets.
exactly.
And
You
y'all
know,
always brought that element to the music too.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care what what the industry says is platinum or what's Grammy worthy. It's all about what the fans think, and our fans have stuck with us through thick and thin. So that's what we do it for real.
Yes. So, like, I see you doing a lot of stuff with marijuana and everything like that, and you always have that business mind because you had Krayzie Bone Presents, and you always putting stuff to the forefront. Have you ever thought about managing groups or having like a record label actually producing some of the new talent that may be even inspired by you guys?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I'm doing now. I'm managing artists. I have a few artists that I'm working with now on the life. You know what I'm saying? My label TL. So yeah, yeah, that's something I'm definitely into heavy. Like preparing for releases of a few of them right now. As far as producing, I haven't been into that, but I'm definitely getting back into it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely getting back into production and just man, just staying busy with. I'm working with a lot of artists though, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists I've been working with for a while. They've been loyal. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to like help them like develop their stuff and get them up and going so they can get their shot in this industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I see that you was trying to start a podcast, and a lot of the topics was dealing with COVID-19 and the government and stuff like that. People call it so-called conspiracy theories. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm a proud one. Are you one? Are you a part of that brotherhood that we try to seek knowledge and have critical thinking? And are you one of those that go against the grain?
Not I go against the grain, but to a certain extent, I wouldn't call myself a conspiracy theorist because I like to base whatever I talk about on truth. I don't like to speculate. I don't like to go off speculation. I like to have facts. I like it to be known that you know what I'm saying this is what it is. There's no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and plus like what I find like no offense to conspiracy theories, but like a lot of them be like, they get so wrapped up into it, they start to lose touch with reality and they get paranoid. And I'm not like, I'm not one to go to that extent because overall, I believe in God overall, and I believe He has the power over everything that's going on. So, you know, it's all in His hands at the end of the day, for real.
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that's going on today, do you think that us as a people will overcome it? Like there's gonna be some type of silver lining to the fuckery that's going on in this world?
Uh, to keep it 100 and the way I feel, like I just said, I believe in God, and until He steps in and fixes it, there's nothing man can do. And let's just keep it at 100 for real. There's nothing human beings can do. It's already out of their hands. It's been out of their hands. You know what I'm saying? So we have to sit back, be patient, and wait for God. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that because a lot of people want their salvation, they want their reparations and their justice now. But I mean, God is the only one to determine when He's gonna end it and step in. So we got to sit back and wait.
Yes. So I kind of curious because you say you was doo-wopping back in the day, and I usually ask artists this, but I'm not gonna ask it in a typical way. I want to know you were inspired by doo-wop and those all those classic R&B. So who is your top five, dead or alive, classic R&Bs that inspired the boom 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 and
Oh
all of
man,
that harmonizing?
man, it would have to be it would have to be. Well, first and foremost, the person that got me going in music is the one and only late great Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Michael,
Yes,
that's the person that got me even like wanting to do music. Then after that, it was like I was a real big New Edition fan, like
yes,
New Edition. You know what I'm saying? And man, just all the great groups. Like I listen to a lot of old school stuff because my pops used to turn the music on and grab the broomstick and be singing. He be singing Temptations, the Isley Brothers, and we came up with all the greats, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we had. we had great influence. We had great influencers. You know what I'm saying? Great artists to look up to, whether it was R&B or hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
That's a fact.
it was a great time coming up. Especially, it was a great time to be influenced by those kind of artists because it taught you it taught you just like about real music. It taught you how to appreciate music. It taught you how to create real music, how to have longevity in music if you really love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something you don't really get too much out of artists today at all. Like for real.
But do you think like certain people are slept on? Because not for nothing, I really feel like the R&B scene, even currently, got some great artists.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I feel like why are these type of music not really being put to the forefront? And it kind of kills me when people be like R&B is dead when you got so much dope music out now, even now.
Well, the reason they saying R&B is dead because they're only letting people hear a certain kind of R&B. The R&B is almost like the hip hop now, so you really can almost can't tell the difference because the R&B some of the R&B singers are singing the same thing, singing about the same thing the rappers are singing about. So it's like what happened to the R&B songs? You know what I'm saying? But and
Like
like you
straight up
said,
R&B.
it's a lot of talent out there that's not getting through because they're trying to portray these genres a certain way now. So it's like everything has to sound the same. Everybody has to look the same. I'm like, who's
And
who
I
and
think
what's
it's
what?
oversaturated too. Like everybody's in the market. You know, back then it was like a selective few. And even with the selective few, for the most part, they did earn a right. Like you just couldn't just sing anything. Anything wasn't really on the radio
Yeah,
like that. Like, you know?
yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, you just had to. You just had to have like. It's a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? But it's like just like you said, there's an oversaturation of it. You know because everything is so repetitive. I can see if it was different artists coming out and everybody was different and you know what I'm saying. But it's like the same. It's like okay, show me something new. Like you've been doing this for like almost what like 10 years now. Show me something new. Like for real.
Yes, yes. So I'm not gonna hold you too much, but I mean, I appreciate this. So what's next? You just dropped the album. I'm not trying to rush you because the album is fly, and I really feel like a lot of people don't really appreciate albums. I really think, albums need to marinate with you, especially a dope one where you can really appreciate it. That's another reason why I say I think the industry is oversaturated. Shout out to DMX though. I think he started that wave of more than one album in a year, but it's like on crack now. And you don't get to like really appreciate,
Yeah,
you don't get to really appreciate when somebody have something great. Everybody's always on to the next and it makes it microwavable.
yeah,
So I know it's some time now, but are you going to work on other projects? What's next for Krayzie Bone?
yeah. Well, yeah. I'm currently in the process of like I'm I'm actually dropping 4 projects this year. So because I got music I just been sitting on, and it was all scheduled to be released last year, but the COVID pushed all that back. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm back on track with the production, the mixing of these projects, and even though I just dropped this one, I'm dropping another one somewhere around June, July. For the summertime.
And shout out to you because we both June Gemini. So
Yes, indeed.
if I don't get to speak to you for your birthday, happy birthday, my
Appreciate you,
fellow
man.
Gemini.
Yeah, all
Yes.
love, all love. Yes, indeed. So yeah, I stay working. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I got 4 projects I'm working on to release. So yeah, I'm always moving and grooving, man. Staying on the move always.
Yes, yes. Well, I like to congratulate you on everything that you're doing right now. And like I said, I am so honored to be talking with you and having this interview. And I can't wait to see what happens. What's next? I want everybody to go get Leaves of Legend because it's a whole vibe. Like we were sitting here and just vibing out to the music. It's definitely something you could smoke to. Matter of fact, where's my blunt? Hold up. We go. Can we vibe a little bit?
Yes, indeed, all day. Let's do it.
Let's turn this shit on, goddamn it, because it's Cinco de Mayo.
You
Matter of
know,
fact, we need some tequila. And you know what I like? I like sky surfing. That's one of surfing the sky. That's my
Oh,
joint right there.
yes,
I'm
indeed.
going.
Yes, indeed. One of my
How do you?
favorites.
Everybody in the comment section, go roll your weed. Go like that shit. Even if it's CBD, go get that punk ass shit and let's get it.
You know,
Whole vibe. Whole vibe.
oh, wow.
Yes. Do you get like vocal training or something, or that just come out like that? What is that?
No, yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I just was able to do it. I don't know. That's for real.
Cause that thing coming from the diaphragm. Like you really,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like it's amazing. Yeah, it is harmonious. Like it changes your frequency. It changes minds. Like I
yeah,
could listen to your music and I'm spreading that love even through the way I talk. Cause the whole vibe it changes your mood.
exactly.
You know, and I'm just grateful to even be in this culture with you. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hold you up or
It's all
anything
good, bro.
like that.
It's all
But thank
good.
you for coming. Can you shout out what you got going on and where people can find you? And if you don't know where to find this man, that's shame on you.
Yes, indeed, man. Y'all can find me. I know Instagram, Krayzie_Bone. Twitter, I am Krayzie Bone, man. I hope y'all enjoying the Leagues of Legend project, man. I'm gonna be hitting y'all real soon with the Crazy Melodies project, and then the Leatherface project, and then the Ghetto Cowboy, and the Thug Mentality bonus. Thug Mentality bonus, not the actual Thug Mentality, just so y'all know. But yeah, it's coming, man. So yeah, y'all just be on the lookout, man. And we on the move, we moving. So let's go.
Yes. And thank you for rocking out with us at Live at Radio. I can't wait to see you in person. I'm definitely I'm gonna put that out there. Please, ladies and gentlemen, go get Leaves of Legend. I can't wait to continue to listen to it and I can't wait to smoke it because we
Yeah.
gotta smoke it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that first of the month. We gotta get that first of the month.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
We gotta smoke
So
some.
thank you so much.
All right,
And
thank you.
I see you soon.
All right, yes indeed.
Salute to you. These
All
are
right.
my flowers to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But
Yes, this is my joy right here. This is the song I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The love I show for you, my love. Rock with me. Happy cheers. We celebrating the fact that you're above ground right now. It's so full, so Yes, you guys. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me on another Wednesday with your favorite WCW Cha Cha Mystique Live at Radio. I'm so grateful to spend another moment with you guys. If you watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button right now, that notification bell so you get all of our exclusive content, new interviews. Also go to chachalive.media to get more exclusive content and to hear new artists' music. Like I said, Happy Cinco de Mayo is a celebration. Rest in peace to Black Rob. I'm dedicating this interview to Black Rob. You know, I'm from the East Side, Spanish Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And even though I didn't know the person because the age difference, you know, and by the time I came of age, especially going to college and seeing somebody that I walking in the projects or going to the bodega or whatever the case may be, and then watch the world react to his music. Somebody, a nigga from Spanish Harlem, even though we all Harlem, yes, but Spanish Harlem never gets its just due. They always say New York or even Harlem, which I'm not even mad, but even West Side Harlem niggas know that little, not competitive, because shout out to Cameron. We have East to West basketball tournaments. Shout out to Sat for winning East Side So it's like that culture thing, and that culture never really get recognized. So, salute to Black Rob. He was a brethren. He was a part of my community, and it was beautiful watching the world Harlem shake and rap and say his verses and all that shit. Somebody that came from where I came from, and I'm proud of that. It's a certain pride to that. Shout out to his family. Shout out to everybody who loved him. He was adored by many. So I'm dedicating this interview. I'm doing a Hood Official documentary that's coming up. I'm trying to release it on his birthday, June 8th. My birthday is June 7th, Gemini. So hopefully we've done in time. But I will let you guys know. I'm almost in post-production now. I think I got like a week more full of interviews, and then, but I want you guys to know that. So you can have something to look forward to. Yeah, his legacy was dope, and I want to share that with you guys. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys, and I love you guys, and I see you guys tomorrow, and I keep y'all in tune to some more dope shit, and I'm grateful for y'all. Good night. Salute.